And welcome to the start of the 1999 football season in Diamond Valley. Under 17s, we have the umpire holding the ball up, waiting for the siren. There's the siren to start this, the first televised game of 1999 for Diamond Valley Juniors. We have Montmorency in the black and white going to the left of screen, and Coburg in the red and blue going to the right of screen. It's dropped there by the Coburg player. Handball out. He's able to get the ball away, but it's driven back in towards the center of the ground by Coburg. Oh, a spectacular leap there by the Coburg player there in Sard, but ineffective. It drops to Montmorency and driven in towards goal, and it's a goal for Montmorency early on in the first quarter to number 31 for Montmorency, who is Glenn Goodhue. Ball back into the centre, being bounced down by umpire Webb, Webb Jr., who gets the bounce down, is kicked off the ground, but kicking in danger, and a free kick going to Scott Wernham for Coburg. Wernham in the centre of the ground, player on the mark just being brought back 4 or 5 metres. Wernham swings onto his left foot, drives in towards centre half forward. Big pack of players flies, and the mark is taken there for Coburg. And driven forward, a spectacular attempt at mark there by the Coburg player in Ahmed Abouid, but unable to bring the ball to ground, and the ball up will take place. About 30 metres from the Coburg goals. Spectacular attempt there by Abouid, but unable to hold onto it. Umpire bounces the ball down again, knocked out by Jenkins for Montmorency. The ball's smothered. And all players are in after it there. Wally Mustafa are in after the ball, but the ball's in towards centre forward. A nice mark taken by Matthew O'Connell-Lever for Coburg. O'Connell-Lever's around about 50 metres from goal, but he's usually quite a thumping kick, and could well score from this distance. He hesitates on his run in, but Coburg starting the game here with only 16 players on the ground too, so interesting to see how they stand up. They're a bit short today. Long kick by O'Connell-Lever right to the goal line, but no one able to take a mark. The ball falls and in dispute in the goal square, and it's eventually forced over the line and out of bounds. We also have a stand-in coach here today for Coburg Amateurs, with Raymond Pretty coaching the side today in the absence of William Abouid. William, who was Diamond Valley Coach of the Year last year, is sick, and we hope he's feeling better by the time he's watching this telecast. And it's forced through for a behind to Coburg. So the first score on the board for Coburg, 1 goal Coburg, one behind Coburg, 1 goal Montmorency. Montmorency players huddle in at the centre half-back position. They start to break from the huddle now. The fullback's looking for options, goes out to the Para roadside, drives over there where a mark's taken for Montmorency by number 4 over there, who is Stephen Mills. Mills drives up towards the wing, no one able to take a mark. The ball's in dispute, the umpire won't have any option but to come in and ball it up. A little bit of pushing and shoving there, but the boys just getting to know each other fairly early in the season. Umpire Webb Senior comes in and says, I'll have the ball, and throw. I don't know whether he'll bounce it down or throw it up. He decides to throw it up. And push in the back there goes unrewarded. No, he's picked up the free kick there to O'Connell-Lever in the ruck for Coburg. Right on centre wing, O'Connell-Lever drives long in towards the half-forward position, but no one able to take a mark. Another pack forms, and a free kick will go to Coburg for an indiscriminate push in the pack there. And you see Wally Mustafa drive it forward, but the kick's half cut off and brought out by Montmorency, where we see number 18 for Monty out there take a fine mark on his chest and play on quickly down towards half forward. Montmorency run onto the ball again. It's handballed in towards the centre, towards the number 4, but free kick once again to Montmorency, to Coburg rather, and Coburg repel another attack. You see Coburg there through Abdul Tahar, bring the ball in towards the centre. And a great kick by Mustafa there, who drives in towards Sard at centre half forward. Sard drives in towards the full forward position. The Coburg player taken out of the contest. A free kick will go there to Coburg to to Ursoy Setinaya. We see here lining up for a goal. New player to Coburg this year, Ursoy Setinaya, and nicely built boy. Comes in, left foot, gets under it, an awkward looking kick, but it's drifting in and it's just drifting away from the goals, just to the right hand side of the post from behind. And we see Coburg move on to 2 behinds, trailing Montmorency 1 goal. So Coburg have had most of the attacking options so far in this game, and they're hiding up their 2 missing players quite well. Once again, Montmorency break from the huddle, and once again it's kicked towards the Para Road side of the ground, out there towards Jenkins, but a big fly from behind, no one able to take the mark. The ball's brought to ground. Scott Worden wheels onto his left foot, drives in towards full forward. We see getting back there, just unable to take the mark there was Ahmed Abu Eid. The ball's over the boundary line for throw in. About 10 metres around from the Coburg goals. Once again thrown in by the umpire, and goes over the back of the pack. Everyone misses. Montmorency's run onto a drive forward, looking for players there in Nick Austin. Austin's taken off the ball and develops into a bit of a scramble. Spills loose to Coburg. Coburg driving towards centre half forward. Connor Lever unable to take the mark. But great gang tackle by the Coburg players there. Dispossessed the Montmorency boy there, and terrific work by Coburg there to keep the ball in there and not let Montmorency break away. Put down by umpire Webb. Connor Lever up high, knocks the ball, but no, taken away by Montmorency. The kick's partly smothered, and no one able to take possession. Coburg player tackled without the ball, but the player's allowed to go on. Driven forward from Montmorency towards centre half forward, and nice mark taken at centre half forward for Montmorency by number 2 there in Shane Price. And ball has been swung across there and marked by, looks like Nick Austin, who's taken the mark there. Just can't pick up his number at the moment, but it looks like Nick Austin who has the opportunity to put Montmorency's second goal on the ground, on the board. A floating kick that's dropped short, and it's forced through from behind by Coburg. So a pretty ordinary kick there from Nick Austin. I think his father, Curly Austin, ex-Carlton premiership player, must have taught him to kick, I think. Ball's brought back in for Coburg. Handballed across to Sard. Sard drives long in towards half forward. Getting up high was Coburg there, but no one able to take the mark. We see number 11 for Coburg there in Wally Mustafa running onto the ball, getting it forward and forcing it over the boundary line just in front of the Coburg coach's box. Now 1 goal, 1 Montmorency to 2 behinds Coburg. Connor Lever again winning in the ruck, but Montmorency winning the ball at ground level. Nice mark taken there by Sard, who is a boy with a lot of ability. Drives long in towards centre half forward. Big pack of players, but punched away by Jenkins for Montmorency. Attacking the ball there for Coburg well was number 5 in Abdul Tahar, who gets the ball out. It's still in dispute at the centre half back position. Brought away by Montmorency there by Luke Carey, who drives out towards the wing. Coburg player tackled when he's not in possession of the ball, and a free kick will go to Coburg on the centre wing. They bring the ball in towards the centre, where a mark's taken there by Coburg in Khaled Taleb. He's held up now and still in the centre of the ground. He looks for options up forward. Goes over the head of O'Connell Lever. It's knocked away by Montmorency, but ground level the player there unable to pick the ball up. It's eventually Montmorency's defence that brings the ball away, and umpire Webb is having a talk to a player there who's given away a free kick downfield. A little slightly undisciplined act there by the Coburg player. Montmorency swing the ball back in towards the centre of the ground. Mark is taken almost in the centre of the ground. Players looking for options high kick in towards the half forward flank. A big pack of players flies. No mark paid there to number 1 for Montmorency. I thought it was a mark to Ben Redmond, but he's able to get the ball across to the centre half forward position. Player finds another short option in Ben Redmond, who's taken the mark about 25, 30 metres from goal, maybe 35 metres. And that was good work by Montmorency there, who shifted the ball around well in their forward line. And the player who dished that off there was Luke Carey, who Redmond comes in to shoot for Montmorency's second goal. He kicks through the ball, and I think it may have gone over the top of the post. Yes, the goal umpire says, thank you very much, that's only one behind. Dickie Norman, an experienced senior goal umpire who's making the decisions down there, so we won't argue with him. Coburg again bring the ball back into play and towards centre half forward. Carey again for Montmorency goes up, takes a strong mark, and is looking for options once again, but very crowded up forward for Montmorency at the moment. Luke Carey goes back a long kick, drifting off to the right-hand side. No one able to take a mark. It's knocked to ground by Montmorency, but the ball is forced over the boundary line about 30 metres round from the Montmorency goal, right in front of the Stramit scoreboard here at Montmorency. And it's whirled back in by the umpire, knocked away by Coburg, but at ground level we see Montmorency once again through Price get the ball, and then we find a player who's he's held on to after he got rid of the ball. So a free kick going to Montmorency there in the person of Jay Kiefer. And Jay's about 25 metres out from goal on a 45-degree angle, and has an opportunity to bring up Montmorency's second goal. And that one's gone right over the head of Dick Norman in the goals there, and it's a goal to Montmorency. Ball's put down again in the centre here in the first quarter of the game. Montmorency versus Coburg. Montmorency 2 goals, 2 leading Coburg 2 behinds, and Montmorency go back into attack again. And we see number 2 there for Monty getting the handball. It's been a busy player for them, and it's Shane Price. And strong mark taken there right in front of goals for Montmorency. The Coburg player just not quick enough to get back to cover the defence there, and a nice mark taken by Montmorency in the person of Travis McBean, and Travis's point-blank range right in front of goals. Comes in and just pops it over the head of the goal umpire, who runs across to his left, but no doubt that's a goal to Montmorency. Montmorency 3 goals 2, leading umpire Webb puts down the ball again. The boundary umpire blows the whistle and said there were too many in the square for Coburg, so Jenkins takes the ball and drives it out to a teammate there in number 11 for Monty, who drives in towards goal, but he's offline. So bit of a wasted opportunity there for Monty. They had the opportunity to steady, but McCutcheon took the option to run in and have a shot at goal, which he sprayed away. So we see Montmorency go on to 3 goals, 3-21, leading Coburg 2 behinds. As we said earlier, Coburg are under a bit of pressure here today. There are a couple of players short today with a few injuries, and people away. A nice mark taken by Redmond there. He runs onto the right foot, drives forward, and getting under the ball was O'Connell Lever for Coburg, and dropping back was the Montmorency player in Austin. We hope Austin can kick better than he did last time. He helicopter punted the last one, so it's the opportunity to redeem himself there. That's a much better looking kick. That's right over the head of the umpire for a goal to Montmorency. Montmorency 4 goals 3 to Coburg 2 behinds. So the umpire put the ball down again in the centre. Coburg not able to get to the contest that time. Knocked forward by Montmorency, but running onto it is Sard for Coburg. Drives the ball out towards the centre wing. Running onto it there for Montmorency is number 3 for Monty there, who drives in towards the centre and has a player unattended in the centre, who drives forward looking for a teammate, and Mark paid there to number 2 for Monty in Shane Price. Price is about 45 metres from goal, drives in towards goal, top of the square, but getting up for Coburg well was Sandro there, who takes a nice mark. Sandro Kunda. He drives out to where we see Scotty Wordham, who's unfortunately tackled and loses possession and is penalised. He was unaware of the player sweating on him there, and number 27 for Monty, and Gavin Wright. Gavin Wright, the opportunity to pick up another goal for Montmorency, but he's off hooked that one, and behind to Montmorency takes them on to 4 goals, 4-28 to Montmorency, to Coburg Amateurs, 2 behinds. So the ball brought back in short to Sard for Montmorency. Runs around the man on the mark, takes a bounce, drives long towards centre wing position. Getting up high for Coburg and taking a nice mark there is number 11 in Wally Mustafa. Nice mark there by Wally. He looks for a player downfield. The kick's not very good and falls short, but running onto the ball well there for Coburg was Abdul Tahar, who was nice and hard at the ball and forced it forward for a boundary throw-in. And a free kick has been picked out to Coburg. Player hooks around, but over the head of teammate there, and another wasted opportunity. That was Mohammed Aloush, who had his opponent under the ball, but was unable to get back in time. Thrown back in by the umpire, taken away by Montmorency there with strength by Luke Carey, but unable to break the tackle, and another throw-in results about 10 metres around from the Coburg goal. Coburg get a little kick in towards goals, but it's touched off hands and through from behind to Coburg. Coburg 3 behinds, trailing Montmorency 4 goals 4. Montmorency to bring the ball back into play here. Long kick out towards the flank. Getting up high was the pack, but it drops to the back to Wally Mustafa. He handballs forward, picked up by Coburg again by Mustafa. And, sorry, that's Ursoy, who drives in towards goal. And unfortunately, no, it's a goal. No, it's 1 behind, sorry. He's missed that to the right-hand side. So Ursoy a little bit off target there. Ball brought back in again by Montmorency. Long out towards the wing where we see Wright go for the mark there, unable to take it for Montmorency, but it drops to ground level. Monty run onto it in numbers, but Mustafa Taleb there for Coburg, showing great strength and being able to force the ball out of play in the 1-on-3 situation. Thrown back in by the boundary umpire. Again, Mustafa Taleb dives on the ball, but it's taken away by the numbers of Monty this time. Driven forward and marked there, handballed off for Montmorency to Austin, who's run too far and is penalised for running too far. So we hear the siren go for quarter time here at Montmorency Oval. The under 17 Diamond Valley match of the day. Montmorency